I guess you could say this is an accountability video. This is me holding myself accountable to posting on YouTube. This is my first YouTube video, and I think to make it count, I want to say my first message is going to be that you can just start wherever you are. I am recording this on my coffee table, on my iPad, because my phone doesn't even have enough storage. And I used to make up all of these excuses and say, well, I don't have this, I don't have that, I don't know what it looks like, I don't know what the end result is going to be. And all these things ever did was create these little cells in my mind, and it stopped me from really doing what I wanted to do. So with that, I'm gonna post this YouTube video, and I'm gonna let you know that this is where I'm starting, okay? And you can start wherever you want to. You can start scared. I'm kind of scared. I'm not gonna lie. You can start uncertain of how it's gonna pan out, but with the hope and a desire that it gets better, and that it will be better the more that you practice. You don't have to be perfect to start, you just have to start. I remember there was this time where I really thought it was too late for me. I didn't like the person who I was being. I didn't like what I was seeing. I didn't like how much I doubted myself. I didn't like how insecure I felt. And it came out a lot whenever I moved overseas. I moved away from Texas with my wife, and we moved to Portugal. And when I left, when my reality changed, I didn't know how much it was going to affect me until I got to this new place and I had an entirely new reality. And having that new reality meant that the identity that I had once before in my previous reality was different. And that identity didn't exist anymore. And so now, here I am, trying to find myself again. And I did find myself. I reconnected with myself. And so I want to also share, to start as you are, one, start no matter where you're at in your journey. And the second thing is to have fun creating, have fun experimenting. This for me is an experiment. This for me is a way that I can further express myself and reach other like-minded artists and creatives and individuals, professionals who maybe feel the same. And at first, creative experimentation used to terrify me because I thought, what if I mess up? What if it doesn't go right? What if I get it wrong? What if it doesn't land? What if it's stagnant? What if no one cares? And then I realized that stuff doesn't entirely matter. What really matters at the end of the day is how you feel about navigating uncertainty and being confident in navigating these spaces in which you don't really know the answers and you're just trying to figure out, you're just trying to explore. So don't be too hard on yourself for exploring, and you want to treat it like a child, Oftentimes I feel reconnected to my inner child whenever I'm creatively exploring or experimenting, because we have that childlike wonder. Kids, they have this wonder and this desire to explore. They have this adventure that they want to experience. And so when I look at situations like that, even the hardest ones, when I look at them like that, it starts to become a little bit easier. So, for those who are new here, welcome to my channel, and this is just the beginning. I'm starting like this, sitting on the floor, no setup for my camera, no setup for my iPad, no mic, just a heart full of passion and a heart that wants to share a message that's been living in me since I was born. And so I hope that you have fun and I hope that you create this year. I know a lot of people had a difficult time in 2025, but I hope that this is the year for you. I'm hoping this is the year for me, and I'm acting on it. And I think that's all that really matters. I think the biggest thing is that you just act on the feeling that's rooted in the belief. So make sure that whatever you do, no matter what it is, make sure that you feel in your heart that it's what you believe, and you'll get through it. Just like I got through it. I found myself here. When I picked myself up and I uprooted myself from Texas and I rooted myself in Portugal, I found myself in that unknown, in that weird space between a goal and where you are, that void, that quantum sea. I found myself in there because the thing is, you'll never find yourself outside of you, but you will find more of yourself the more that you try new things and the more that you experiment, the more that you challenge yourself, and the more that you just give yourself an honest try. So give yourself that. It's the least you could do. And the more that you explore, the more clarity you get, the more you learn, the more you can refine. So don't be too hard on yourself, okay? I have been an artist for, professionally, I've been an artist for about 10 plus years. And I've been in the creative industry since I was 15, so that would make it 15 years. The first job I ever had was an art teacher, and I taught kids how to paint. And I think it's very ironic that that was my first job because that's the job I do now. But instead of teaching kids how to paint, I teach adults how to use their creativity effectively so that it can change their lives for the better. Because that's what creativity did for me. Creativity, alchemy, really learning self-mastery and really just being in awe of all of the lessons that I've learned living my life. That's really changed me, and I've learned to overcome some really difficult things, through going through these challenges and being willing to explore. So I encourage you to do the same. Don't be afraid to try. Don't be afraid to just go, because you can do it. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited, and I hope you're excited. Thank you for being here. This is day one. This is my first YouTube video, and this is me doing it, starting where I am, and I'm excited to see where I get at the end of the year, and I'm honestly excited for the journey in between. But I hope this helps you. I'm Jalen, and if you want to learn more about me, you can check the link in my description with my website and also my other socials if you want to follow me and connect more online. But I'm going to try to post each and every week. This is also my accountability video, so I'm thinking maybe Sundays. This is day one, and that's all that matters.